you've been here for 2 hours, so why don't you just leave? Because you think it's a sport. That's right, I'm entertaining. That's right, I forgot.
Am I allowed to talk yet?
Why? Just to tell me that this is the best thing for you? I don't care. You know what? I just want you to leave because there's going to be a bunch of people bringing little dogs in here, and and you're going to let him off the leash again, and we're going to have the same problem. They're not going to be so nice.
Oh, this was nice. I'm just.
No, I want you to leave. You said you would leave when Mike asked you to leave, and you haven't. You've been here another 45 minutes at least. You need to leave.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
You told Mike you would leave, and you haven't.
No,
left.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. You said okay.
I said okay. Let's let them have a break.
No, you didn't say that. You said okay, I'll leave.
No, I never said that,
Yes,
ma'am.
you did. And then you sat down with your sucker in your mouth, and you did put the dog on a leash, and that's all you did. And then it was really clear you weren't going to leave after a few minutes.
Because both of the dogs were getting too much, and that's what happened.
Here's the problem. I've seen those dogs hundreds of times, okay, since he's been bringing those dogs. I see him all the time. And they get riled. This is the problem. Your dog, you don't even care. Well, what's the point of even talking to you? Because you don't even give a flip. You don't care. You don't care that I had major surgery and your dog could just knock me down. You don't care. You don't care that your dog could hurt my dogs. You don't care. This is the problem. You don't care. Like something's wrong with you. Come on, Tori. Good girl. Come on, Goldie. You just don't care. And I feel bad for you because if you're going through life like this, you have to be just completely lonely, and the dog's the only thing that's in your life. And maybe you're having a bad day because your dad's in the hospital. I feel bad about that, but you know what? You shouldn't take that on other people. You've already told me several lies, so...
What lies have I told you, ma'am?
Like you've been coming here for a year, and you've been coming from 10 to 12. That's just not true.
Ma'am?
I think you just showed
Wait,
up
I have a
several weeks
question.
ago.
I have a question. Are we breathing air? How do you know? Can you see it? How do you know you're breathing it? Is it still there though?
No, you've already lied to me.
But how?
You said you've been coming
I come all the
to
time.
me
I
For a
do.
year between 10 and 12. And I told you that's not true.
Okay.
Because I know you've already lied to me.
How?
You said you were here last week. And then you're like, oh no, I wasn't.
No, I
That's
wasn't
when
here
I
during.
saw
You're
you
right.
Last week.
I wasn't here during Labor Day weekend, the week of Labor Day, because I was in
That's not
LA.
Last week.
Okay, so you're right. I've been bedridden after, and then that's when I came back. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't believe I have a disability. That's right. Nope. Down.
I said
No.
you don't have a movement
No.
disability.
You have no
That's
idea.
Walking.
It,
You're not walking like I am. I didn't say you didn't have a disability. I said you don't have a physical one that I can see that you're walking just fine.
that's
what
exactly
I
right,
said.
because you can't see it. It's
That's-
invisible.
Okay, I agree you have a disability. It's clear that how your mind works, you have a disability. I can see that.
Because all
Very
disabilities in your mind are visible. And only those with visible disabilities need a service dog.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You said that. I said you don't have a problem walking.
How do you
Then
know
why
how
are
I
you
walk?
parked in the handicap spot?
Why did I park in the handicap spot? Because I have a handicap placard.
No, I said you don't have a you do not have a mobility issue. That's what I said.
Because he's not a mobility service dog?
No, I said because you're walking just fine.
Right.
Okay, that's what I said.
Yeah, no, he's a mobility service dog.
He is.
Yes.
Okay, so what mobility issue do you have?
Huh? I have a disability that I don't have to prove to you what I have. Because even if I tell you what it is, you have no idea what it is. Do you know what
Okay, here we go.
CRPS
Here
is?
we go. There's a
Okay,
serious
what is CRPS?
You have post-traumatic stress?
CRPS. CRPS. That's what I have. CRPS.
Okay,
What is it?
that?
What is it? No, you told me that all disabilities. What's
I never
CRPS?
said that.
What? No, you said that I don't need it because I'm amazing.
I said you didn't have a mobility disability
Okay.
because you walk just fine.
Down.
You walk
Down.
just fine.
I have CRPS.
Okay, what is it?
Complex regional pain syndrome. You know what that is? It is the worst pain syndrome to date. Worse than amputation, worse than childbirth, worse than cancer.
Okay, well you don't seem to be that.
Yeah, you know why?
Around here.
Why? You know why? Because I hide it.
Maybe it's because you're
No.
on drugs. This is why you're acting like this. I don't know.
Because I hide it. Because there's no
Oh,
point in
please,
showing
you
it.
hide it. Oh my God.
Oh, right.
Oh,
You're
my
right, because you're
God.
my doctor.
Oh,
You
my
know better than
God.
me.
Oh,
You're
my God.
right.
Oh,
You
my
know
God,
better than me. I forgot. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my God. Okay, why don't you and I walk together and we'll see who's got mobility issues.
Right, because that proves it.
Oh.
Because
Oh wow. What a shocker.
that proves, right.
What a shocker.
Because you don't
Okay.
know what I go through every day. You have
Oh
no
my
idea.
God. You don't know what I go through every day.
Exactly.
You know what? You don't
Exactly,
have a
I
clue.
don't.
You
And
don't
I've
have a
never
clue.
assumed
The
it.
fact that you are sitting here completely ignoring the whole thing about the park, that you think you could just roll into this park, you don't care about the rules or the regulations. That's why they have these big signs. It's like it doesn't say no signs on here. It clearly states several places. And there's a whole thing, a page of regulations that's on the sign over here. It's not just this. And you don't care because apparently it doesn't matter to you because you're in so much pain or whatever your deal is. You don't care. You just honestly don't care.
Please,
You don't care. You don't
please
care if there's
tell
nice
me
dogs
how
over
much
there
pain
to
I'm
introduce
in.
you
I would
dogs.
love
You
to
don't
hear
care.
this.
You won't go over there if there was no dogs over
I would
there,
love to,
because God
please
forbid.
tell me how much pain I'm in. I would love to hear this.
I don't really care how much pain you're in because you know what? You don't care how much pain I'm in.
I
I
am.
will guarantee you I'm in a lot more pain than you are.
You're right.
Have you had major surgery recently? No.
Yeah, about 6 months ago.
Okay, 6 months. Okay, and what kind of surgery did you have? For
It
this?
doesn't matter.
Oh, that's right, because of course you don't have to say anything.
Yeah,
You
I'm sorry.
just
Do you know what?
need to leave. How many more times can I say it? This is not the place for your dog. You're not going to ever be welcome here. You're going to see me a lot more. So if you're coming from 10 to 12, I'll make a point of being sure I'm here at 10 to 12 because I come in the morning, I come in the midday, I come in at noon to see other friends, and this whole thing about that you just started coming like, you've been coming for a year. That's just a bunch of garbage.
Good boy.
I come every day from 10 to 12. That's just not true because I'm here.
You weren't here yesterday. You
You were
weren't here.
last week apparently when I wasn't here, but that's because I wasn't here at that time.
Okay, so
Because I didn't come at that time. I came in the morning. I had to go. I believe
Okay.
it doesn't matter. But then I came back at like noon to see some friends.
Right.
It doesn't matter because you know what? I would have seen you at some point, and you haven't been here. And the fact that you completely. Why is it that you think that you're above all the regulations and the rules of the park, or anything for that matter? Do you even have a plaque? Did you have your hand? Yeah, you do have your handicap placard. I'm shocked you put that up. I'm shocked you did. So do you think it's okay to run a stop sign?
well, how is that?
It's the same thing. Because if you ran a stop sign, there's a potential that you're going to get in an accident. It's the same thing with this. Dogs that are bigger than 25 pounds, there's issues. I've never been in here when there's not an issue.
Then why do you keep coming?
Because most people, 99.9% of the time, actually almost 100% of the time, there's not a person like you in here. I come all the time because it's little dogs and people that I know. You are not anybody knows. Nobody knows your name. I just heard your dog's name for the first time. I asked him if he knew who you were. He said no. Trust me, he comes all the time too. And for you to see, he said he saw you once and it was last week. And then you said, oh yeah, I was here last Tuesday. Then it was like, oh no, because you lied to me.
Because I was bedridden and I was bedridden and I have no idea even what today is.
For a year.
Yeah.
That's not true. Because I'm here. Trust me, you don't forget me.
Oh no, don't worry.
And this is the sad part. I'm the nicest person you ever meet unless you do this because I don't want to have to go to the vet. I almost lost her because of a jackass of this guy over here. These kids that came, their dad drops them off and they stay for 4 or 5 hours and he boots them out of the house. They're high, they're drunk, and he's got this husky and he doesn't give a flip either. But now what I do is I just show the pictures. I call the police. I show the pictures. This dog, he attacked my dog, and then he did something about it. You know? I can't afford to let your dog, whatever it is, whether it's playing or not, or running into my dog and injure them. This is the whole point of why we have two sides. And if you don't get that, you're as dense as they come as that bench. I don't even know how to say it. And the fact that you say you've been a teacher for 20 years blows my mind. Because that I find outrageous, that you have this attitude when you're a teacher. Teachers are always caring, loving, giving people, and that's not you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be acting like this. And I am defending my dogs from people like you because I don't want to. I've had to have more vet bills. I had a 4-pound Yorkie. Some guy, you know, and most of the time, as these guys are drink, had this big, huge pointer come in and jump straight on her back and flip her over and almost broke her back. I mean, people just don't care. And that's what ticks me off. People don't care. It's like they just want their needs met. This is clearly who you are. Whatever your issue is, this is it. You don't care about other people. I'm in pain. I should be able to do whatever the hell I want. To hell with anybody else. And I'm just sick of people like you. I come to the park to enjoy myself, not for this crap. Do you see this guy over there with the Great Dane coming in here? No. He comes all the time. He doesn't bring the dog in here. You must be seriously bored that you want to be here and do this with me. You must seriously be bored.
Nope, it's not your friend. I know, that sounds like beans. It's not beans. I know, it sounds like beans. It's not. Good boy.
Next
I
time
know.
you come, you bring the rabbit. You know? Who cares? It says not to bring any other animals. You don't care.
I know, if that sounded like beans. It's not. I know, good boy.
The homeless guy that was in here sleeping on the bench had more consideration than you do. Give me a break. Didn't have a dog. You know, it's like, okay, sorry.